Dun, dun, dun.
We are at sea.
We are at sea.
We have decided to leave Falmouth
And
sail to France,
yeah,
which is crazy. Yeah. So
madness.
yeah, so that all happened a little bit quickly. Okay, so we are leaving Premier Marina in Falmouth again. Just slipped lines and it's 3 a.m. We're making our way down the channel, towards the channel. So we are attempting our English Channel crossing to get to Brest. Visibility is a bit misty, but we can still see sort of 1 or 2 or 200 meters. So I don't think it's going to be a massive concern if it's like this out there, but we'll see as we get out. And if it's just too bad, we come back. But let's give it a go. Captain's log. We've come out probably 10 miles now, and
Hello.
all is well. We've just got all the sails up, and we're doing about 4.5 in 8 knots of wind, which is really good. Just hoping that it stays on. So there's a bit coming out from the land here, so I'm just wondering, the wind's coming from there as well, so I'm wondering whether we lose a bit of wind as we come out into the channel, or the other way we get a bit more of it, so we'll see. But coming out into the channel here, where there's obviously a lot of shipping going back and forth, so when we get out there we'll start giving a bit more of a watch, and yeah, see how we go. So that's Cornwall in the distance. Can't see Falmouth anymore back there, but that'll be our last bit of land for probably 80 miles until we can see the next bit. So, but yeah, see how we get on. Hello. How are we getting on? Tired?
Yeah. No, it's tired. But you went to bed at... Yeah, probably went to bed at like 10 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
And then we woke up at 2. So...
Yeah.
Pretty tired. I did have a sleep for like an hour. Made it 40 minutes. Just had a little nap. We are making pretty good way now.
We're making too good way.
Yeah, we're actually making too good way. So we're going to have to try to slow down, because we really want to get to Ulsan at like sort of like perfect time, because the tide will turn and go with us, and if we're against it, it's pretty choppy around there, so we don't really want to be pushing tide. And also we want to be rounding that part of the coast when it's daylight, because I think there's a lot of fishing parks, and obviously it's new to us, so yeah, we've sort of got it timed in our head, and we just want to make sure that we're hitting those times. So if we carry on doing about 4 knots, then we're fine. So
yeah,
just slow down, it's going too fast.
Yeah, we're currently doing...
Unheard of in Indiana.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so we got the engine on, but only because the wind is about 5 knots out here, or 5 to 7. If it's 8, we can maintain sort of 3.5 to 4 knots, but if it's 5 to 7, we're doing about 3 knots, and so we're just trying to maintain that sweet spot of 4 knots speed, and with the engine on we can do that. So it's a bit annoying, but we did get a good bit of sailing done with no engine, and If we get another knot or two of wind, then we'll shut the engine off and we'll go for it. So we were going to be motoring the whole day actually, and then the wind's was going to come through tonight and into tomorrow morning. So we were sort of resigning ourselves to motoring anyway, but actually there's a bit of wind, and so it's helping out the motor, and it's a good enough angle to just about get going. So tell us about the mist.
So we left this morning, it was really misty, and we were both a bit like, oh, we'll see what it's like when we came out. But when we came out, it was actually fine. It dissipated. It was really lovely this morning. It sort of brightened up a bit, and then we were sailing through just now, and this side looked beautiful, and the sun was coming out, and then that side was just like a wall of just white fog and mist, and we were like, oh no. But it blew over quite quickly, and I've just spotted another one on the horizon over there, so looks like we're in for another little misty patch.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the weather at the moment, so hopefully it goes away.
Well, they bring a bit of wind with them actually, don't they? So it's a silver lining.
Silver lining, and also just, well, it doesn't really help us look out for fishing boats and big tankers, but it's not too bad actually out here. Not too many of them.
Not too many, yeah, so far. Yeah, it jumps out.
Yeah.
It's dolphins. Yeah, that was it. I think it just gave us a little bit. But anyway, we're sailing now, no engine on, and we're doing 4 knots speed over ground, 4.2 in 9 knots of wind. Lauren's spotting dolphins, which is lovely.
That's my call.
Caw.
I'm one with them now. We're definitely.
I heard him call back. Oh, there it goes again.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, onwards. Onwards with the passage. Sailing into some fairly foggy conditions. Misty, foggy. Yeah. Still good, sort of 50 meters viz. So, yeah, not ideal, but not terrible. So we'll just hope this one clears. So we are how far into the journey? I'm not sure. Probably 13 hours or something.
Yeah, 13 hours, I said.
Yeah, and we're 36 miles off of our waypoint, which brings us into the channel by Ushant. That then gives us about 20 miles, 25 miles until we're then at Brest from there. If we don't pop off to like, what is it called? I keep...
Roscoff or
Labarack.
Sorry to any French people who've absolutely butchered that. I'm so sorry.
So yeah, one of our bolt holes was Labarack, which if we get to a certain point and we think, oh, we're pushing a bit of tide here, we can just push off to there, wait out the tide and then keep going. So we've got options. Otherwise we can just push a bit of tide because we're early and it doesn't matter even if we're bobbing around at 2 knots. Yeah, so we'll make a decision as we get a bit closer, but we got 36 miles to make that decision, and we're currently doing 5.5 knots with 13 to 14 knot winds. So
I think we were doing 7 knots a minute ago. We just sort of like slowed it down because
yeah, just reefed in.
Yeah, so we will update you in a bit. Right, let's go.
Let's do this.
Oh my goodness. Careful now.
How do you feel, Lauren?
A little bit sad.
A little bit sad.
Yeah, not Cornwall. Yeah, it was so lovely being there. But now we are on to new adventures.
Pastures new.
Pastures new. Yes, exciting.
Yeah, it seems a bit strange and surreal taking that down and
Yeah, I think because we haven't we kind of made a quick decision this weekend to just go to France, so we've not really had time to overthink it or process it. So we will when we get there. I think when we get there we'll be like, this is amazing.
yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
It'll become real and it'll feel like, oh yeah, this body of water that we've just crossed, that means that we're now in a different country.
Yeah.
And that's the first time that's happened to us.
Yeah, which is amazing. But yeah, hi Cornwall.
Cornwall was good to us.
Cornwall's amazing. We love Cornwall. Can sleep now. Night night. Literally can only see the helm. Chris is behind there, but no one can actually see him.
I can't see much, to be fair.
No.
Don't sail into a new port in the dark.
Yeah, good learning experience.
There are very confusing lights. We think we're following the ones that are right, but we can't be sure.
We are making our approach to Marina du Chateau in Brest. And yeah, Chris is just following. We've got Savvy Navi up at the moment, basically just showing us the way through the marker buoys.
Very narrow sort of channel into Pas-Uchon and down, so it's yeah, nail biting
Yes.
in the dark.
Yeah, in the dark. We've had a very long passage. We're both pretty tired, I think, as well. But managed to get a bit of sleep, I think, this time at least.
Yeah, I got an hour.
I think you got an hour and a half, maybe 2. But we had a really awesome sail today.
This is us using Savvy Navi to get down a very narrow channel in a very dark place. So this is showing us step by step, turn by turn. It's really helpful because there's so many lights in our vicinity that we need to pick out exactly the right one to make sure we've got to head into them. So yeah, we're just depending on it with our lives at the moment.
How you feeling, Captain?
Yeah, just totally pooped.
Yeah.
We are probably an hour and a half, maybe say 2 hours away from being on the dock and having
sleeping.
completed it. So yeah, and then sleeping straight away. So yeah, I don't want to say anything yet. So I'm just going to wait until we finish. Don't want to jinx anything. So
Yeah.
other than just running on sugar sweets and not much sleep, so.
Oh well, it's very beautiful here. I'll show you that instead. My eyes are like super rolling.
Bit chilly. Okay, a couple of hours left. Yep, I hope so. Approaching Brest Marina. We phoned the marina, we've been told we're starboard side 2. Yeah, should be fun. Just when we thought we were moments from being safely in our berth, we realised that the marina had misheard the length of the boat and had assigned us to the small boat's pontoon. We thought there might be more room further along the pontoon, but as we came down the narrow channel, we realised there wasn't. It was then impossible to turn around, and with our prop walk, we would struggle even to reverse out. So our only option was to try and squeeze in to the tiny space.
Perfect.
Yeah. So here.
Pretty small.
It's surprising for your boat.
Yeah, crazy. We'll give it a go. Yes, maybe, please. Gonna have to go.
360.
Crazy.
We might go to... You might be able to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
You've got space here. Kind of. Just don't go forward. How's the stern? Fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got space on the bow there. You look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't go any more forward right now. Okay.
Perfect.
Can I throw you this? Is that okay?
Juste pour pas qu'il s'étale.
Thank you.
Thank goodness you were there. Very good timing.
It's strange they put you here because it's
Crazy.
place.
I know, that's what we said.
Yeah, maybe we'll give them a call and see.
At least we're in.
Yeah, it's a good start.
This is how we could squeeze in. There's no cleats on the dock, so we can only spring with one line, and we're just sticking out into the channel. The pontoon doesn't even come up to our mid cleats, so not the best reception. We managed to secure the boat and informed the marina of the mistake. It wasn't the welcome that we were looking forward to, but it soon got rectified, and we were helped out of the space by one of the marina boats, and we were guided to a proper berth. Not what we expected after a 150-mile sail, but eventually, after some takeaway pizza, we got our well-deserved rest.